Okay, so this game is Skinwalker. Z is the action key, hold shift, directional buttons to move character, like WSD. The following story really happened. I saw it with my own eyes. Maybe it didn't happen as I saw it, but more on that later. We were all going out camping, me and 3 friends from university. Very specific. Let me introduce my friends. This is Darren. I wouldn't say he is our group of friends leader, or actually I would. He's the one that always gets us all out of the house and into the action. He's the first one to hit on that cute girl by the bar. He's the one to jump from the roof into the swimming pool. According to himself, he was even more impulsive when he was a kid. I can only imagine his childhood and how often he must have broken his leg, scraped his knees, and hit his head. Still, if it weren't for Darren, we wouldn't have half the amount of fun we have. Alright. This girl is Celeste. We have known each other since we were children. We met each other when she moved into the house next door when I was 7. My mom told me to go show her around the neighborhood, and after that we were inseparable for a few years. She's a nice girl, although her health isn't the best. She has some kind of heart problem, which I forgot the name of. Well, like... Well, actually, no, it's not cardiac arrest. A weak heart condition, that's what it is. This forced her to be away from school during extended periods of time during her childhood. Because of this, until we started university, I was her only friend. Still, she never complained, and I've always seen her as a positive, happy girl. Next is me. I'm Joe. As the name implies, I'm pretty normal. I don't have any other overwhelmingly bad qualities, but on the other hand, I don't have any overwhelmingly good ones either. I live in this apartment a short walk from my university. This is where us 4 friends usually gather before going out. This guy here, looking all relaxed on my bed, is Michael. He's my neighbor, living in the apartment next door. One day, while I had Celeste over, he just barged in. "Hey man, this place looks pretty nice. Mind if I join you for dinner?" he said. As you can imagine, he's pretty pushy. I don't think he realizes it himself. He came over several times after that day. After that, we somehow naturally became friends. It's okay. So one day, Darren came up with the idea that we should go camping. I do not like those woods there. Darren said his family had a cabin a little bit in the forest. So camping we went. It could be fun, right? Wrong, because there's millions of Jasons coming out of the water and multiple, skinwalkers and flesh gates from, that one boss from SF2. I don't know, it was horrible. Of course, me and Michael and Celeste dislike the idea of staying in the cabin. It's a camping trip. We have to sleep in the wilderness, so Darren told us about the woods near the cabin. I don't remember much about the trip in the cabin. We joked around, took a few breaks, normal stuff. Either way, we drove up to the cabin and left the car there. We took a short break into the cabin and set out to the wilderness. We went pretty far in. I can't say how far the distance exactly, but it took several hours to get to where we set up camp. The first day we just screwed around. Nothing abnormal happened. Okay, but then... Okay. Sleepyhead, hello. Did you sleep well last night? Yeah, I did. You better believe I did. Cooking pot, I need water to cook with anything. Yo, what's up? Morning there, or should I say good afternoon. Fixing some wood from the fire, will ya? Alright, I'll get some wood. I set out to gather wood for a new fire and add water to cook with. Wood. There's wood there. Wood there. And I guess water. Which I think water we may need a basin with. What? Okay, just skip the details. What is that sound? It doesn't sound like something you'd hear in a forest. There we go, bucket of water. Also, I shift really fast. The sound stopped. Michael! My head hurts. Okay. We shared a blast with yesterday, didn't we? Yeah, even though I was camping. Hi, buddy. But I should have enough wood to make the fire last a while tonight. Okay. There's enough wood for a fire. Okay. Poured water into the cooking pot. When we make it soup, we can cook now. Alright, let's cook something up, shall we? What are we making? We're making soup. Later that evening. Wow. Some water and whatnot. Looks like some drinks. Oh, I was supposed to move around. What the hell is up with this fog? Every time I've been here, before, there hasn't even been any fog. It's really chilly outside for being in the middle of the summer. Yeah, a bit unusual. Unless you're like in up north, where like Michigan or something, or I don't know. It's time to go to sleep soon. We're all out of booze. Guess we have to go back to the town tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to that 4-hour trek. Maybe we shouldn't have gone so deep in, huh? Hey, anyone else hear that sound? Yeah, now that you mention it, what is that? Sounds like something metally. Metally? Is that even a word? Are you stupid? Shut up, asshole! It's a word if I say so. It stopped. Maybe it was some kind of machine. Who the hell would go out hours from the nearest civilization in the middle of the night and start revving up some kind of weird machine? I don't know. People who look for crop circles. Or alien theorists. Who gives a shit? It's probably someone using a chainsaw or something. Let's go to sleep. I'm tired. Alright, we're going to bed. Go home, go bed. I shouldn't go too far in the camp. It's evening and I don't want to go walking through the dark forest. Okay, I guess we have to talk to Slut. Alright, go him. I'm sure that was no chainsaw. I wonder what it was. Yeah, it does not sound like a chainsaw. Sleepiness soon overtook everyone. But something woke you up in a few hours later in your half-wake state. You stumble outside the tent. Ooh. Darren, Michael, Celeste, is that you? The mist is even thicker before. I can't see much. Yeah, I can't see shit. Ooh, I don't like that. What the fuck? Michael, is that you? Say something, will you? Who are you? Uh-oh. Whoa, stop right there. I have a knife. Shit! Not the way I went for the forest, but... okay. Hey, wake up! There's something outside the tent! What? I'm sure there is. Lots of squirrels and shit. Go back to sleep. Hey, is Michael here? Yeah, I'm here. Why wouldn't I be? I don't know. The thing outside looked like you. It was probably some animal. I don't think we have to worry about a fox or whatever. Take it easy and go back to sleep. Well, alright then. Maybe it's just some animal. But those sounds? A few minutes later. Okay, do not do that shit. Okay, drop it. Whoever that is. I want to go to sleep already. It wasn't me. Me neither. That didn't sound like any of our voices. Oh, shit. Now I'm never gonna be able to sleep. Should we go outside and look? What if it's some crazy psycho with an axe? All the more reason to check it out. It's not like the tent is some sort of impenetrable fortress. Seriously, if that was one of you guys, tell me right now. This ain't funny anymore. Okay, everyone get out together and check it out. I ain't going alone. Okay. Oh, the noise. What the heck is that? Something was definitely here. Shit! Shit! Calm down, Celeste. We're 4 against 1 here. It'll be fine. Well, the dude got some kind of weapon with him. I mean, he killed his little critter, didn't he? Michael's right. We gotta get the hell out of here. We can't just up and leave. It's the middle of the night. What about all our stuff? Screw our stuff. I'm not sitting here another minute. Fine, we'll leave. But at least bring the flashlight and some food and water. I think you're overreacting, though. We haven't seen anyone. Still, something left this dead creature here. We can't exactly go back to sleep with no worries. I guess you're right. I'll go get the flashlight. Everyone brings some stuff we think we might need. A couple minutes later. Alright, let's go. Okay. That is a dead critter, alright. Ooh, I do not like the darkness. Going on my wayward son. It's so dark. At least it's summer. It's not pitch black. The fog is really annoying, though. So we're going back to the cabin, yeah, right? I guess that's the plan. Ooh, the thing's following us. I do not like that at all. A while later, it became obvious Darren had no idea where we're going. Well, so much for that. He was swearing and looking all around. We've been walking for awfully long now. Are you sure we are on the right path, Darren? I've walked this path hundreds of times. We are on the right path. I don't recognize anything from when we were walking to camp, though. I said we're on the right path! But as time went on, it became obvious that Darren had no idea where we went and where we were. Darren couldn't find the path. Maybe it was the fog, maybe the darkness, maybe something else. Either way, we were lost. I kept looking behind me. I was having the feeling where you think someone is watching or stalking you. I nearly tripped over Celeste when she fell. I'll help her up, I guess. I took Celeste's hand and dragged her to her feet. It was getting even mistier. If not for the flashlight, I wouldn't have any idea who she was. I recognize that tree. We're getting to the cabin. Again, I had this feeling that something was watching me. My gut was screaming at me that something somewhere was wrong. I realized that sound from earlier was back, softer, but still present. I started looking around, panicking. Did a head count, or more accurately, silhouette count. Me, Celeste, holding my hand, still holding my hand. Darren in the lead, Michael to the left. Who the heck was the guy besides Michael? My grip on Celeste's hand tightened, and I quickened my pace. I thought about shouting out, but was worried. If I did, maybe the thing would turn around and jump Michael or something. I didn't know what to do. I ran my fingers along a knife I brought from camp. Then the cabin appeared, out of nowhere. The mist was starting to disintegrate around us. It was easier to make out who everyone was now. I looked at the thing next to Michael. She looked just like Celeste. The thing whose hand I was holding leaned in front of me. It wasn't Celeste. I should have ran or screamed, but my body was clenching up for no reason. The thing turned and walked into the mist. I caught up with the others as they entered the cabin, practically in tears. They couldn't find the car and were arguing about where we put it. I told them what I saw. Obviously, they didn't believe me. Still, everyone hurried inside and locked up the door. Ooh. He followed us here. He really wants something from us. He doesn't seem to have anything to break down the door, though. What the hell does he want with us? Hell if I know, ask him. She's breathing quite heavily. We're safe here. It's cool, man. Sturdy door, it will be alright. What it, anything of importance here? Nothing useful. Anything here? Okay, nope. Okay. Don't touch the door. I wasn't gonna. It has to be like a shotgun. Did he go away? Fireplace. Fuel for fireplace. Okay, cool. Wasn't gonna. Nothing useful. Oh, damn! Shit, the bastard hit the brake guard. But he can't get in run, right? Yeah! Uh-oh. Celeste! He was just trying to scare us. Take it easy. Yeah, take it easy. Poor girl is probably scared. Hey, hey, hey. She seems to be hyperventilating. It's alright, Celeste. The door's locked, and it's the only way in. We're safe here. No response. Oh, no. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, who is that? Is there a shotgun? Is there a shotgun anywhere? That ain't you. We're safe here. It's cool, man. That ain't you. Who the fuck is that? You saw someone looking like me? Fireplace. No matches. No matches, no match. Suddenly, a strong sense of nausea hit me. There was something in the air. I could feel the horror overtaking me again. Oh my god. Celeste? 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 There's nothing out there. Can't get up. Oh shit, man. I don't feel so good. Better not touch it. Is there anything here? Anything of importance that we could use? Fireplace, fuel, bench, table, couple books. Kitchen. Has to be like a weapon or something. Nothing useful. We're just gonna die here. Has to be like some shit. Anything on the side? What is this? Who's that? What are you? God, man. Couldn't take it anymore. I had to lie down. I couldn't sleep, and I would have even if I could. Just wanted to rest. I waited for the world to stop spinning. I looked out the window. Ooh. no, 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 no. There was someone in the tree. I stared back, not able to register what was going on. I quickly pulled the blinds down. Celeste came through the door. She looked pale and disheveled. I dragged her to the bed and laid her down. She was gasping for air and something was suffocating her. Eventually her breathing became more regular. I asked where the others were. She shrugged. The room had stopped spinning for a bit, but it felt far from good. I'll go look around. Wait here. Oh. Suddenly a voice could be heard from the locked door. What was worse is that it was Celeste's voice. Let me in! Let me in! God, let me in there! I immediately pulled out my knife and placed it at the Celeste lying in the bed. Her eyes grew wide with shock and alarm, but they could have been faked. What are you doing? I'm not the real one. The one out there. That's the imposter. I was kind of in a trance, unsure what to do and staring down at her. Maybe I would have stabbed her if the voice at the door had changed into some low, deep, guttural voice. Then it became high-pitched, like a little girl's. I pulled my knife away. I snapped out of the trance. Now the nausea was returning. I got to the door and opened it. There was nothing but a trail of black liquid. Suddenly I got this feeling that it might be not the best idea to go outside. Yeah, go outside. The thing was nowhere to be seen. Just as I was turning around, I took a look at the roof. There it was. It was close to a corner, about to turn. It looked like an albino male with really long limbs. He had fingers instead of toes, and all 20 of them were elongated. He was facing away from me. Suddenly the head shiveled and swiveled 180 degrees and stared at me. I started choking up, as if suffocated, and it was hard to breathe. The thing opened its mouth, slowly and deliberately. I thought it was going to devour me when its tongue snaked out. On the tip of the tongue was my face, like a tumor. Eyes closed, lips upturned into some psycho smile. There's a legend somewhere that if you see a doppelganger, you die. I thought of that legend. Then the creature rounded the corner and it was gone. I lost it and followed, vision hazy. My heartbeat suddenly became ear-splitting to me. I was stumbling because my legs seemed unable to coordinate. Suddenly, I stumbled forward and tumbled down. Once I lay there, face down in the grass, my body seemed to just shut down. I couldn't move, I couldn't even turn my head. There was something dripping on my back. My eyelids seemed heavy and started closing on their own accords. I saw white feet and long fingers for toes step into view. When my eyes opened, Celeste was shaking me. She was on the brink of tears and her voice was cracking. Get up, that bastard was in your skin! My head hurt. I was about to ask her what happened and when she started pulling me backwards toward the door. We toppled out and stumbled towards Darren's car, which was parked in a different location from what I remembered. I was glad to be alive. The mist had stopped completely. Celeste was downright crying now. She pushed me into the back seat. That's when I noticed. I was wearing different clothes from when I lost consciousness. Michael was there, huddled up and face buried in his knees. Some clothes stained with blood were beside him. They were mine. Darren immediately stepped on the pedal, but nothing happened. He swore and did it again. I noticed that Celeste was armed with a shotgun from the cabin. I asked him what was going on. The thing joined us. He looked like you. We got out of the house and found the car. We were halfway down the road. Then Michael started screaming. I looked at Michael. He had a glazed over look in his eyes. The thing burst out of your clothes and jumped out of the car. Michael had the shotgun. He was firing out of the window. We saw the thing run all the way back to the house at the friggin' speed of light. It was in my skin? Yeah. I looked down at myself. I wonder if I had been possessed or if, worse, the thing had cut off my skin and wore it as a coat. I shuddered at the thought of something crawling around in my skin. I asked if he was alright. The thing talked to me. I asked about what. He didn't respond. I realized he was sobbing. The car jolted in motion. Darren fist pumped as the car started accelerating. Yeah! I turned back towards the cabin and saw the albino thing standing at the roof of the house, watching us. I shuddered and turned back. Celeste screamed. The thing was in front of the car, on the windshield. It opened its mouth, and my tongue face slithered out. Celeste fired a shotgun. The glass shattered, and it was thrown backwards. Darren shrieked, and I saw blood coming from his face. Something pierced my face, and I realized it was glass. The car skidded to a stop. The car doors opened, without any discernible reason, and I fell out. The thing lay directly across from me, eyes closed as if I was sleeping. I wish I could close my eyes. Its mouth hung open, and I saw myself again emerging. I didn't move or say anything, because I couldn't. My face looked at me and started to talk. I love you. I love you. I love you. I want to be you. It repeated over and over again. It was coming close to me. I wondered if it was going to bite me to death. The thing's eyes shut open, and I realized it was going to kiss me. I managed to regain some control and instinctively twisted back from it. I guess that was what saved me. Oh. There was a sound like an explosion, and blood spouted from the thing. Celeste was standing over it. Her face and body were bleeding, and she had this spaced-out psychopathic look in her eyes. She had just fired the shotgun, my face looking directly at me. I am you, it whispered. She fired again, and I saw my own face begin rotting to nothing more than a skeleton in front of me. The thing's head flowered open. That's the best word I can find to describe it. Its head kind of split and split again, peeling away. I saw faces, lots of them, all of them inside of its head. I think I saw Celeste and Michael's faces. They were whispering something unintelligible. Whoa! In the center, where the brain should be, there was a single red cat-like eye that was rotating in its socket. It was producing the mechanical droning sound. Celeste fired one last time. The thing sort of withered away, becoming wrinkled and smaller and rotten until it disappeared. Celeste dropped the shotgun. I started twitching and spasming as control of my body returned to me. Eventually I stood up. We got into the car silently. Darren was bleeding too, but no one said anything. We drove back to the city in silence. We explained away the damaged car was being attacked by some crazy thieves. We had ourselves patched up. Michael was still in a shock-like state. I hear he was like that for a while. When I asked him what he thought of the incident later, he denied it ever happened, with a compelling conviction. His eyes looked dead, and he had lost weight. I don't know if he forced himself not to remember it, or if he genuinely knows nothing of it. I know what I saw, but I can't remember that exact place. It had been 2 months now. We still refrained from talking about it. If you were expecting some huge twist or something, you'd be disappointed. I still don't know what we met out there. I don't want to know, actually. Still, I still have nightmares about my own face, shouting, I am you. One thing I do know, though, I am never going camping again. Oh, and that was the end. Alright, so, from what I gathered, it's based off the Navajo legend of the Skinwalker, obviously, but, you know, that was real good. I like it. Very, very good for its time.